In this first video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your blueprint in Google Sheets. So you should have already opened up the blueprint template that was located in the Zoo Design project. First thing that we're going to do is in cell B1, so we're skipping A1, we're going straight to B1. I want us to type the title of our blueprint. So that title is going to be ZOOVILLE, all capital, and then blueprint. Okay, and don't worry when you hit enter, it will go over into the other columns. That's perfectly fine. We're going to be fixing this in a few minutes. Besides typing in our title, I also would like us to bold the title. So click the letter B up top, as well as change the font size to size 48. Our size only goes down to 36, so I'm going to have to manually type in 48 and then hit enter. And you'll notice my cells will get a lot larger and blueprint will no longer fit. That's perfectly fine. We're going to fix that right now. So to fix this, I'm going to highlight B1 all the way over to AE1. Okay, so to highlight, I'm going to go from the center of the cell. I don't want to grab any of the borders, the blue lines, especially this blue box. I do not want to grab that. I'm going to go from the center and I'm going to drag over to AE1. So I'm going to highlight all of this, B1 to AE1, and I'm going to merge these. So instead of them being a bunch of separate cells, separate boxes, it's going to become one large box. So in order for us to merge this, after I highlight it, I'm going to go up top to this merge cells button. And I'm just going to click that box. And you'll now notice that my title, ZOOVILLE Blueprint, will be centered and will have one large box instead of a lot of smaller boxes. After I do all this, I want to make sure that I center my text. So if your text is not centered already, mine happens to be centered. If yours is over to the left or the right, you're going to drop down this center align button. And you're going to make sure, so that's right aligned, I'm going to make sure I click center align, so it's in the middle. Next, I want to fill this box in, the cell, using the paint bucket. So I want to fill the background color in. You can choose any color that you would like, that's up to you, as long as you can still read the font behind it. So obviously avoid black, unless you're going to change the font color for the ZOOVILLE Blueprint. After I do my title, I'm now going to put in my workspace where I'm going to put my blueprint into. So in order to create my workspace, I want to highlight cells B3 to AE22. So I'm going to click on B3. Again, I'm going to go in the center of the box. I'm going to go all the way over to AE. And I want to go all the way down to 22. Okay, so before you let go, make sure that you are correct, because if you're wrong, you have to re-highlight again. Okay, so once I'm correct, I'm going to let go, and I want to put a border around this entire thing, so I know later on that this is where all of my blueprint is going to go. So to put my border in, I'm going to go up to the toolbar, and I'm going to click the border button. I only want to be the outside border. So I only want the outline of the entire border. I don't want every single box to be outlined. So I'm going to click this outline border button, but I want it to be a thick border. Right now it's a little too thin. So I'm just going to drop this border style down to the third line. So it's a lot thicker. And this is going to give us the space in which we're going to create our blueprint. So please make sure before you go on to the next video that your blueprint does look like mine. Everything is capitalized and spelled correctly, and you've used the correct cells when creating your box, or this is going to make your blueprint incorrect when you go on to the next video.